Greetings. My name is Conrad Cordellini. I am an artist and an architect. The ability for drawing and painting made itself evident in me early in life. In college, I studied the traditional fine arts curriculum of drawing, painting, and sculpture, and graduated with a fine arts degree. 10 years later, the images and concepts surrounding the sphere of fractional dimensions, that is, fractals, began to fascinate me. In order to realize work of any consequence or originality in this direction, it became essential to master programming and the computer. My early work used the basic programming language to first generate Mandelbrot set data, and then, using HPGL, directly control the pens of an HP plotter. This technique culminated with the making of Fractal number 1, an ink on paper work measuring 5 feet by 5 feet. The total perspective vortex, an 8 feet by 16 feet paper relief diptych, was completed several years later and employed an entirely different process. Basic programming was still used to generate the Mandelbrot data, but instead of communicating directly with a plotter, the program constructed polylines in the form of AutoCAD DXF files. These files, along with pre-printed museum board, were then sent to a firm in Connecticut who cut the patterns by laser. The final assembly of the 72 panels was a matter of handcraft. Today, the phenomenal growth of computational power of the last 20 years has opened up new possibilities. It is possible now to work directly in 3 dimensions and produce stunning imagery and animations. Most graphic software contain embedded programming languages that allow automation of drawing and painting. This is ideal for drawing objects that are only visible through interpretation of mathematical data. Even though fractals are mathematical objects, they are real in every sense of the word. They exist. They are discovered rather than invented. Currently, my artistic pursuit is to make fractals real, to bring them to life in the form of sculpture. This work began by searching the Mandelbrot set for a spot of interest using a fractal generating program, and subsequently constructing a 3-dimensional computer model of the spot. The first images were fascinating, but did little to reveal the underlying structure of the object. Simplification was required. A small, high-contrast section was selected and isolated in the round, resulting in a computer model of 57,600 data points. Reducing the z-axis scale began to reveal very interesting elements of the structure. 57,600 data points proved too much to handle in converting the digital model to the analog sculpture. The selection was further reduced to a 1,600 data point section of the model. I excitedly set out to build the real-life model. Not too far into the process, however, the realization came to me that even 1,600 data points were too much to handle. So further paring brought the subject down to 400 data points. Making of the real-life model took 3 months. After unwrapping the digital geometry one section at a time, making hundreds of patterns, cutting, scoring, then gluing them into the real-life object, a modest yet remarkable object was born. A fractal in the computer is the product of the mind. We can know what it is. Confronted with the real-life fractal object, we can feel what it is.